do you consider yourself just a metalhead, a metal fan, or an expert? I mean, what's your culture within metal?
Well, I wouldn't say I'm an expert. I wouldn't say I'm a fan either. I just can say that I really like music. I really like metal music, and I don't know if you consider an expert. It depends. If you say an expert is like knowing a lot of different bands, I would say okay. I think I know a lot of different bands. I don't consider myself an expert or a fan or.
An expert, I would say that you know many genres of metal,
Mm-hmm.
and you know something about the history and how a subgenre came out.
Mm-hmm.
Let's say that this to me is like to be an expert.
Uh-huh. Well, to be honest, I don't know a lot about the metal history and I don't care a lot. I mean, when I listen to a band, what I am expecting is to them to play good music and
Mm-hmm.
to have some good lyrics and to be good musicians. I don't care about the history of the band. I mean, they can be really important within history of metal, but they cannot. Maybe they are not good musicians.
Okay,
So yeah.
so you just care about how good they are, but not about the importance that they had in the whole scene. Let's say.
Well, of course, you have to consider when you are talking to a band, maybe, of course, the history they have. Maybe if they have a history, it's because they are good, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
But it can be the opposite, that they are good because, I don't know, the place or the history or whatever, but not because they are good. It could happen. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Tell me which is your favorite kind of metal that you prefer to listen to.
I would say maybe doom metal, black metal, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
something like that, yeah.
And so you're here in Bergen just for study,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
But apart of that, there is something else that let you choose to go to Bergen.
Mm-hmm. Well, one of the main points was because I already came here 3 years ago to Norway, not to Bergen, but I was in Oslo and in Trondheim, and I really liked the atmosphere, the landscapes, and all the country in general,
Mm-hmm.
and also, of course, the music scene. They
Mm-hmm.
have they have a lot of concerts which we don't have in Spain. Yeah, so that was one of the reasons, of course.
And so you said for the scene, for the musical scene,
Yeah.
and to you, how you judge, how do you judge the metal scene in Bergen?
I think it's excellent. Not only because you can find a lot of good bands playing, but also because I think there is a really big promote of underground bands. You can
Mm-hmm.
find a lot of bands playing in a lot of places which are not well known, but at least they have the chance to play and to get some, I don't know, that people can listen to them,
Uh
and
huh.
that's really good. Yeah.
And so there are many chances to improve as a musician here in Bergen, according to you.
Well, I think so. At least you have opportunities to play outside, and yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I think so. At least more than in Spain. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
I just judge in comparison with
Yeah,
Spain. So
of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
And so you went to a lot of concert. You attend most of the concert over here in Bergen, or not?
I think most of them. Yeah, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah. Yeah.
And what do you think about the level? I mean, you think that there are a lot of good bands, or is just not a very good level of musicians?
I think that there is a really good level. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Next question is something that you already said, but how you can compare the scene here in Bergen
Yeah.
and from your hometown, that is, where are you from?
Malaga.
Malaga.
Yeah,
So you can make a comparison
yeah.
between Malaga and Bergen
Mm-hmm.
musically.
Basically, well, I would say that maybe the main problem about the metal scene in Malaga is that people there usually listen to the very same music. I mean, they don't want to look for new bands, so it's always more or less the same trash metal, heavy metal. But a few people really know another kind of bands. Maybe black metal. I mean, this true black metal. I mean, Gorgoroth or Immortal. They are quite well known there in Malaga. but they don't know more things. So it's really difficult to find good concerts. I mean, not good concert, but concerts which are different from these kind of things that people listen to. So
So you're saying that in Spain, or I mean in Malaga, there is just the mainstream metal,
uh-huh.
not the underground that you found here in Bergen.
No, 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 no.
Mm.
But you can find, of course, people who know about music, who know a lot of bands. Yeah, of course, you can find them, but it's not usual. No.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
What else? And what about the venues and events, and most of all the fan community? I mean, you have. Did you find out over here in Bergen a lot of people that listen to this kind of extreme music, extreme metal, in regards of your hometown?
Yeah, more
Mm-hmm.
than in Malaga. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, yeah,
And what about venues and events? I mean, places where you can find that kind of music playing while you're drinking a beer, or
yeah. Much more than in Malaga. Now in Malaga they are improving because they are building new places, new concert places, and that's really good. We are improving, but really, really, really slowly.
mm-hmm.
But here in Bergen, there are a lot of places where you can find, well, you can go for, I don't know, having a beer and then you have a concert and this kind of thing. That's really great. Yeah, yeah.
What about the history that the part that Bergen had in the history of black metal and metal in general? What's your opinion about that?
Well, as I said to you, I'm not really into the history. I
Mm-hmm.
know Bergen is quite known, and Norway in general, of course, about this black metal thing. But I think that it's really good because, well, Norway has always been known as the black metal country or something like that. But now we can see in Bergen something really, really cool, which is that other bands are starting to play other kind of metal. For
Oh, that's
example,
nice.
these guys Krakow, they are playing this stoner metal,
Uh-huh.
and they are from Bergen. And for example, these Bolshers Industries, also
Mm-hmm.
from Bergen, they play this kind of avant-garde or something like that. So it's quite cool that they are trying to do something different from
Okay.
the usual. I mean, they are really good playing black metal, of course, and they are great bands. But it's cool that you can find something different from the usual here in Bergen.
This is very interesting. So, these new bands, I mean, they used to play a lot live, I mean, or it's just unknown to people that are not in the scene, in the underground. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you know this band because you're researching for new stuff, or you just came across
Well,
them.
for example, these guys Krakow, I knew them because they were playing just before Enslaved
Uh huh.
at Garage. One of
Okay.
the days Enslaved was playing for free, so
Mhm.
I saw them for free. I mean, they were playing there, and I thought, they are really cool. And apparently, they played in Hole in the Sky some years ago here.
Uh huh.
And I found out that they were touring, I mean, making this tour around Europe with Braid and
Mhm.
Circus of the Moon. So I think they are becoming quite famous. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that's really good. Yeah, yeah.
Because interviewing someone else, as I told you, the opinion was completely different from what you're talking about. Because
Really.
yeah, he said that we came out with the idea that the Bergen scene is almost dead
Mhm.
because everything that Bergen is famous is just in the past. You
Mhm.
know, it's just the golden age of the black metal, the Norwegian black
Mhm.
metal. So now he came up with this opinion that yeah, the Bergen scene is empty of new bands, new music.
Mhm.
So it's
Mhm.
interesting to know that you found something else.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
No, no. Actually, I was really impressed when I saw these guys playing because they are really really good. At least for me, they are. I really like them. And I don't know, they were playing for free, and it was a really good discovery for me. It was like, oh my gosh, they are really cool. And
Mhm.
it's not the usual at all. It's some kind of strange metal which I really really like. And for example, these other guys I told you are also from Bergen. I think Vultures Industries. They
Mhm.
are really really good also, and I know they were having a concert maybe on December or January. I wasn't here, so I couldn't go, but they are quite cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, yeah.
Tell me something. Do you play an instrument?
I used to when I was younger, but I quit. I used to play guitar. Yeah,
Mhm.
I was playing for 3 years, and now I don't remember anything. Yeah, it was when I was 13 years old, and so it was a
Ah,
long
okay.
time ago.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you didn't even check it out if there are rehearsal plays to play, with the band or
Mm,
something.
no, no,
Mm-mm-mm. Um, what else? You said that you traveled around Norway also.
no.
And what do you think about the scene in Oslo and in Trondheim? If you had the chance to have an impression on it.
Well, I think in Oslo there are more concerts, but just because it's the capital, of course, so it's more or less like in Spain. I mean, we don't have a lot of concerts in Malaga, but if you go to Madrid or Barcelona, which are the main cities there, you can find more concerts. And in Oslo, I think it happens more or less the same, that they have quite a lot of more concerts and this really big fest Inferno.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just because it's the capital. But then in Bergen there are quite a lot of concerts also, and in Trondheim there are also quite a lot of things. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So the Inferno Festival is the main event, let's say, in the during the calendar of concerts.
In Oslo, I think so. I mean, it lasts 3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, I think it's the biggest one. 4 days. Yeah, 4 days. Yeah.
And did you attend the event that was held here in Bergen, the Hole in the Sky? Did you went there?
Yeah, yeah. I went, but only on Friday. It was
Mm-hmm.
too expensive for going the whole week. So.
Don't tell me that I paid everything.
Oh gosh.
And what do you think about it? I mean, what was the impression that that event made to
Mm.
you?
Well, I really, really like it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Actually, because there were some bands that I really, really wanted to see. Like, for example, I went on Friday just to see Solstafir
Mm-hmm.
and Secrets of the Moon also. Yeah, and of course, Isan. Yeah, yeah. It was really, really cool.
Mm-hmm. So you already knew the band that they were playing.
Yeah,
So that's why you chose that day because they
yeah,
were the band that you actually wanted to see.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like that.